In this video we'll see how easy it is to make and to use this jigsaw fence. It will help a lot to make clean and accurate cuts easily with the jigsaw. And the thing is that this is not only a simple wooden strip in the edge of the work table. In this video we'll see two woodworking tricks, so pay attention. Then, first I put here this wooden strip. And now I put a small metallic angle against the back of the strip. And I screw it to the tabletop. And I put another metallic angle in the other end of the wooden strip. Like this, these metallic angles will help to move the fence vertically. Now I have a couple of long wood screws. I put a small washer and a bigger one in each screw, and now this wood drill bit is the same diameter as the thread's diameter of the screws. I use it to drill a couple of holes in each end of the wooden strip. Well, this happens if you don't press the drill bit correctly in the drill chuck. I drill 2 holes in each end of the fence so I can decide where to put the screws based on the width of the wood that I will cut using this jigsaw fence. And now I will use a smaller drill bit. This one is the same diameter as the core diameter of the screws. I try to center the drill bit inside the holes I made in the wooden strip, and I drill the work table. Maybe first I should drill these holes, and then I could use the first drill bit to enlarge the holes in the wooden strip. Now I drill deeper the holes in the work table. Now I put this board under the jigsaw fence. I make sure I can cut it with the jigsaw. I use the fence to clamp the board. And now let's see the woodworking trick to make accurate cuts. In this video I use a fine cut wood jigsaw blade. And I have used this fine cut wood blade to cut the slot in the piece of plywood that I have under the jigsaw shoe. You can watch how to make this in a previous video in my YouTube channel. I put this thin piece of plywood against the fence. I make a mark so I know how it goes. And now, with both the plywood and the jigsaw shoe against the fence, I cut the plywood sheet. So now I have this plywood strip that is exactly the same width as the distance between the fence and the cut I made with the jigsaw using this blade. So I will make this straight cut in this board. I put the board under the jigsaw fence. I put the strip of plywood against the fence. And I move the board until the cutting line is in the edge of the plywood strip. Actually, with the help of this strip of plywood, it is quite easy to set the position of the board that I want to cut. I move the strip of plywood away and I cut the board using the same jigsaw blade. And here I have a very accurate cut. Besides, thanks to this cutting blade, and also thanks to the woodworking trick you can watch in a previous video, link in the description, I just need some light sanding to get a clean cut. But let's see if we can improve this with another woodworking trick. Then I draw this cutting line in this board. I clamp the board under the jigsaw fence and now, keeping the plywood strip against the fence, the trick is, with a sharp knife, or even better, if we use a marking knife, I follow the edge of the strip to make a light cut on the workpiece surface. Due to the pencil line, here we cannot see the cut, but it is something like this. And now I use the jigsaw to cut the board. And here, in this side, I have a very clean cut. But if we watch the cut in the other side, we realize that here, the jigsaw blade didn't follow the cutting line so perfectly. Then in the beginning I have a very clean and vertical cut, but near the end of the cut, it is not that clean and it is not vertical. Well, I am sure this jigsaw fence can be very helpful when we have to use the jigsaw to make straight and precise cuts. But we can have some problems if the jigsaw blade wanders so it doesn't keep vertical while we cut the wood. For example, if we use a not very sharpened jigsaw blade, if the blade is very thin, or if we try to cut very fast. In this case I use a good quality jigsaw blade, but after using it a lot I have burned the metal. But I am sure we can make something that will help to keep the jigsaw blade vertical, even though it won't be something as simple as it was making this jigsaw fence. Maybe, well, something like this, but more functional and portable. So pay attention to my next videos. Thanks for watching. If you think this is an interesting woodworking trick, don't forget to click like and share. And if you like my videos, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to click the bell to get all the notifications when I upload a new video. Finally, remember that you can also follow my woodworking projects in my Instagram and Facebook accounts. You can find the links in the description.